So I did find the instructions, and yes, I did take it inside to read. Alright, so here we are with the float bowl instructions. Step 1, press down press down gently on float tang until seated on the needle. Hold float hinge pin firmly in place to adjust bend float down. Bowl cover gasket removed. Measure from top of casting to top of float 3/16 inch in from toe of float. And it says it should be 1/8 of an inch. Not here, but I guess in the other document it says 1/8. So I've never seen 1/8. And oh, there we go. And then also on the instructions it says refer to table 1 for float level specifications. Alright, where's table 1? I don't think there's any tables for this chapter. Oh, here we go, table 1. Table 1, where are we? Table 1, where are we? 1992 installed height, valve spring, valve. Oh, table 1 is continued from the previous page. La. Piston, crankshaft, camshaft, journal taper, main bearing, connecting rod, journal taper, load. I'm in the wrong chapter. Okay. Oh, so it's at the end of the chapter. Chapter 9. Okay, let's find it. Here we go. Table 1. Float level. Rochester. Float level 1/2 inch. 17086. Oh, wrong carburetor. I'm looking at the right carburetor. Okay, here we go. Our number is 17059-286. 17059 Rochester. Oh, that's the wrong one. Quadrajet 2-barrel. 1759286. Here we go. Okay, so it's at table 1. I was gonna say do it upside down. So table 2, Rochester Quadrajet. Hopefully you can see that. Rochester Quadrajet 4-barrel carburetor. Float level 5/16. So 4/16 would be 1/4. So it says supposed to be 1/8. So that would be 2/16. So this says 5/16. Interesting. So where did I see 1/8 of an inch? Float level 5/16. Quadrajet. Pump rod location, inner hole. Pump rod adjustment. Choke unloader adjustment. Okay, vacuum brake adjustment 1/8. Okay, back again. Good old battery died on me. Alright, so we are at the point where we want to adjust the float. And the process, if I'm reading this correctly, is hold firmly to the bar here and press down, and then measure the depth or how far from the casting down the top of the float is. And you do that measurement 3/16 back from the end of the float. So I'm going to use two things. First, I'm going to try to find a spot 3/16 back using this here handy dandy guide that was given to us. So this is in 30 seconds. So the numbers here are 4, 8. These are 1/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need 1.5 eighths or 3/16. So that's 1/16, 2/16, 3/16. And that's, I don't know how precise we have to be, but that's right about there. I'm going to mark this with a pencil. I'm using a pencil because I'm hopeful that it will be easy to clean off, and even if I don't, it won't add any weight. I don't want to do anything like white out or something that might add weight. So why am I trying to make a line across? There we go. That's because I have to measure from the end of the casting. So I'm hoping that's good enough. I'm eyeballing this. I'm sure it's not an exact science, but there we are. So the instructions say the float should be 5/16 down from the edge of the count and the edge of the casting. So 5/16 is, if you convert to decimal, is 0.3125. I'm gonna use my caliper here and come out 0.3125. 31, or is it 0.3? Is it 3125? I think that's what it is. Come back. 3125, 3135, 312, 3115, 31. Oops. Let me see if I can't get it there. Am I tight? Maybe that's, again, I'm sure there's some leeway here. 3135. 3125. Alright. I'm sure I really didn't have to do that. But now I'm wondering, I want to make sure that 5/16 is really 3125, because I did it earlier, and so I'm going to get out my handy dandy. Get up my handy dandy cellular phone here. Go calculator. Alright, 5 divided by 16 equals 3125. So I remembered correctly. Alright, so now I have to hold this, and from the edge I'm going to use the piece that sticks out from the bottom to do the measure from the casting. So as you can see, I'm up higher than 3125. I would need to be there, but I'm here. I'm holding just enough pressure to seat the needle into the seat. So I'm off maybe about 1/8 actually. So now I need to try to bend this down. Okay. I don't know if I can bend it down with it in here or not. I don't think so, but I don't want to fight with that stupid needle again. Let's see. Can I bend it while it's in there? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, guess I gotta take it out, fight with the needle, and just go back and forth until I get it in. I wonder if it's worthwhile to put a tape over this needle so that it doesn't fall. Okay, so I'm gonna try to bend it. I don't know how much to bend it. Okay, that was a little bend right there. I don't know how precise that measurement needs to be. Okay, oops. Alright, not paying attention. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. Okay, holding you down and you down. Let's measure again. Better, but I still got a little bit of movement. See that? Okay, let's take her out. Bend a little bit more. Bend it like Beckham. Speaking of Beckham, just finished watching the U.S. versus Belgium in the World Cup, and yes, we lost. But it was a good match. I didn't feel that bend. I don't want to go too far. It was a good match. Good match. Went to extra time. Match was lost in extra time. All the points were scored in extra time. They were 0-0. So all in all, it was a good showing. I'm not a soccer fan, so I was ignorant of all of the plays and strategies, and I didn't know how to determine if someone's offsides or whatever. So, but I enjoyed it. I can't say that I'm a soccer fan now. I'm actually a sports fan. That's why you hear me say, hello, sports fan. My favorite sports are football and auto racing, or just racing in general. I like all kinds of racing, with the exception of NASCAR. I'm not a big NASCAR fan. I know, sacrilege. Formula One, IndyCar, Rally, World Rally. Let's see. Okay. Looks like I bent it too much. If you can see, I'm now down. Oops. Actually, I wasn't even measuring from the right point all along. Okay, so here's where my line is. So now I have to unbend it. I made a boo-boo. Dang it. So now I will unbend it some. Okay, I think that was some. So in any case, I'll keep going back and forth. I don't know if I'm working hard but not smart. I don't know if there's a smarter way to do this. Okay, seat needle. Okay, are you in there? Come on, get in there. There we go. Okay. Press, hold down, and measure. Okay, she's off by a tiny bit. Actually, if I measure here, I guess it's still that little tiny bit. Measure from here. Okay, pull her out one more time. Okay. Just a touch. Hopefully I'm hoping I'm not being too ham-handed. Yeah, so in any case, I was confused during the whole World Cup thing. But I enjoyed it. Actually, I wouldn't have minded being there. I didn't understand. I registered to buy tickets and all of that, but I didn't understand the whole grouping thing, and you know, only team I would have been interested in was USA, of course. Would have been USA. Although my father-in-law roots from Mexico, my wife is Salvadorian. Dang it. I'm just too heavy-handed with that bending. I'm way off now. Alright. So, anyhow. Alright. I didn't feel it move, but I'm going to trust that it did. Dang nabbit. Dang nabbit. Did you know that Old MacDonald was a really bad speller? Your word is cow. Cow. C-O-W-E-I-E-I-O. Cow. Dang nabbit. I cracked myself up. So yeah, in any case, I thought about, I gave serious consideration to attending the World Cup. But, as it turns out, I didn't make it happen. I probably could have, but my thing is, I want to go to the Olympics. We did the Olympics in 2012 in London. Had a blast. Don't know why we didn't do it before. However, it was ungodly expensive. Okay, I think I'm right there. I'm dead on. I don't know if you can see. I am dead on. And I'm done. So in any case, it was ungodly expensive. There's 7 of us went. Me, my wife, my 4 kids, and one of my nieces went. And yeah, I'm still paying off that trip, and now it's 2014. But I'd love to do it again, all over again, in 2016. Brazil. Okay, let's move forward. Alrighty. Let me see something here. Alright. Got the float in. Where am I? Adjust the float level. I'm on step 9. Step 10, press the plastic filler block over the float assembly until it's fully seated. Okay, let's put you back. Turn you off, put you back in your lovely case so that you stay the precision. I said off. You stay the precision instrument that you are. Alright, you're back in the case. Back in the case. There we go. Close the case. Case is closed. Case closed. Alright. Plastic block. Let's put you back in. I'll clean you off some. Make sure there's no residue of any sort. Okay. Okay, fully seated. Okay. Install the primary metering rod and power piston assembly. Make sure the metering rods enter their jets. Depress power piston with needle nose plier until raised sets flush. Okay, so that's these puppies here. Okay, sitting in my tray. Got a little bit of gunk on you. Let's clean you off. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so in the picture, it has a different plastic filler block, and it shows 2 holes to guide. So I guess you go on the outside of, I don't know how well you can see that. Here, let me, excuse me, let me turn you around. Okay. So, I don't know how well you can see, but down there are the 2 holes. The other picture, this block had 2 holes to help guide you, but there are no such holes here. And let me set a screwdriver underneath the end here to help keep it from moving. There we go. That looks pretty good. I probably should have put my legs back on for the screw that I use for the legs. Would probably work better. Okay, so it looks like you go outside the arms of the float, but man, that's close. If I'm looking correctly. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, you go down up in there. Good Lord, how did I expect you to be able to see? I can't see diddly. I can feel the nut in the hole. You're close. This one's close. But I can't see squat. Alright, let's try a little directed light. Let there be light. Okay. Good old cell phone light. What do we do without cell phones? Okay, I can see you are off. Looks like you are close. And you are not as close. Okay, there we go. Whew. Alright, you're in. Okay. Alright, and it said to use needle nose pliers, although mechanic Mike used a screwdriver to press this back in. I'm afraid to put too much pressure on it. Is that where it's supposed to be? Oh. I know what I forgot. The spring. Ah, poop. And didn't mention that either. It shows it in the picture, but it didn't mention spring, so don't forget your spring. Spring, spring, spring. Alright. Where is said spring? You should be here in said tray. But you are not. There you are. Okay, Mr. Spring. There we go. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, guess I'll need my light again so I can see what's going on. Okay. Okay, you're close. Okay, looks like we're in, I think. Let's make sure. You're definitely in. Can't see the other one just yet. Maybe if I move my finger out of the way. You're definitely in. Okay. Alright. Let's try to seat. Actually, I should have looked up to see. Okay. Okay, you're seated. You move freely. Okay, hope that's right. Alright, next step. Drop the pump return spring into the pump well. That would be you, and this would be you. Install a new air horn gasket on the main body. That would be you. Okay, and there's a special little cutout to go around here, so you have to push this so that it goes around. I guess you gotta go there, huh? I'm trying to be gentle. There we go. Alright. Oh, I didn't do the silicone spray. I don't know that I need to, but should anyone want to do this again in the future? Okay. She's been sprayed. Okay, again trying to be gentle. Let's push you over here. That's going to be a pain, I can tell it right now. Okay. Just make sure you're all lined up correctly, all the holes line up, that I don't have this flipped piston there. That looks about right, I guess. All that looks about right. Is that right? Or do I have it the other way around? Let's do another trial fit. No, that can't be right, right? Yeah. Because then the old piston, and then of course this doesn't line up with that. Okay. That looks right. Alright. I've convinced myself I got it right now. Alrighty. Alrighty, Captain. Okay, let's push you over the nubs there, over the locking pin there. Alright, that's in. Install the accelerated pump plunger in the well. Carefully position air horn over main body and lower in place, making sure the vent tubes, well tubes, and pump plunger fit properly. Okay. So you are there. Okay. Alright. Carefully position the air horn. That would be yo. Okay. Making sure that the vent tubes and well tubes, doesn't look like this has any well tubes. Under a photo that or video photo I was saying before, there were 2 extra tubes. I want to say I don't know if they were, I think they were pressed in these holes here. These are just pressed in. You can if they're loose, you can tap them back in. So in any case, this only has 2, it doesn't have 4. Why? I do not know. But I will carefully line her up. Oops, how about if I turn her the right way? As I said, I will properly line her up. And looks like there's no way I can get this. Alright, looks like I'm going to put you on afterwards. How? I don't know. Surely I don't know. Okay. So you're in place. And this is going to be a nightmare. I know that right now. This is going to be a nightmare. Oh yeah. She's going to be a nightmare. Okay, air horn is carefully in place. Carefully install the 2 countersunk air horn screws, 1 and 2. I will clean them up a little bit here. A magnetic screwdriver would be the dealio, but this is a Torx. This was the T20, I believe. So I'm going to be very careful because I don't want to have to take the air horn off. Alright, screw number 1. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's slide a little closer. Screw number 1 is going in. Clean off screw number 2. Screw number 2 going in.